Good morning, student. So today I'll going to show you the program based on the data structures. That means in this particular Python Panda program, I'll going to show you more on the particular data frame and the calculations of the graph, how we can make the graph, how we can implement the graph, and how we can find it that we can utilize the particular graph in a program. So in this particular program, there you can find it that the implementation of the graph is there, and this the particular implementation of the graph what is there, that will be implemented in which way or which pattern. Let us see what the today's graph we do have. Now students, see this program very nicely. In this particular program what we have, it is import the particular packages, the modules that we are importing here. What are the modules that has been imported here? The module that we find has been imported here. First it has imported matplotlib. Okay, matplotlib has been imported here, and under the matplotlib we find it that pyplot is included in this. That means under the matplotlib what has been called, there has been called the pyplot as plt. So as we find this, then what we find it that there is a numpy, numpy as np. So numpy program, numpy has been called here as an np phase. Okay, so these are the two things that we can find it, that we have called this particular structures, and when we have called these particular structures, under these particular structures what we find it, that we are preparing the particular data frame. Now line spacing, how the line spacing, what we have given, that here see here, np means numpy. Okay, np dot line spacing 0 comma 10. So from 0 to 10 it will go, and in the between how much we can see it, that 100 point will be there in between of them. Okay, so in between of them they will going to place an 100 points. So this is what the line spacing will be. This way it will going to plot. Based on that what we can find it, that plotting has been done. Plt dot plot x comma x level is what, linear. X comma x, that means value of x, this particular value of x what has been defined, this the value of x has been taken twice. Okay, so as we find the value of x has been taken twice, in this particular value of x that we can find it has been taken twice, there we can find it that particular structure will going to construct. Okay, so structure will going to construct, and we can find this particular structure is there, and we can find that how the particular structure is working there. Now after that what we can find, that plt dot legend. Plt dot legend means what, that we are giving a legend here, creating the legend, and plt dot show. So this is the particular structure, this is the particular part that we can find it, that how the particular program has been constructed. So in this particular program that we are constructing here, that we are making here, what has been done here, or what has been added here, we find here that we are giving here the matplot. Okay, so as we find here that we have given here the matplot. In this particular matplot, the numpy has been called. So is the numpy has been called here as an np. So as we find the numpy has been called here an np, then we have a line spacing, isn't it? Line spacing is there, and in this particular line spacing, what, 0 to 10 and then 100, the line spacing is there. Okay, so this is what that there is a plotting variations or plotting size that has been done, that we are taking the value of x, both the value x has been repeated twice. So when x has been repeated twice in this particular form, that we can find it here, that the labeling has been done, and the legend also being created. So this is how we can see it, that we are using this, and we are showing the plot and using this particular plot, and we are making this particular plot. isn't it? So this is how we can see it, that the particular plot can be constructed. We can construct the graph, and constructing this particular graph we can make the structures and we can work with the structures. So this is the particular combination, this is the particular format that has been done for this particular structures, and in this particular structures we have implemented what? Matplot and NumPy. Now let us see what is the output that we are going to find from this particular program. Now see this particular output. In this particular output, what you can find it, that there is an x axis and y axis. So we haven't named it. This is the x axis, this is the y axis, and in this particular x axis and y axis, from 0 to 10 the value has been given from here 0 to 10, and in between of that there it has taken 100 points. Okay, so this the 100 points it has made. Based on this, what we can find it, that it has been calculated the value of x for each value of y and each value of x. The particular graph has been calculated, and in this particular graph we can see it that there are the different way that the thing has been implemented. Okay, so this is the legend what has been created here. In this legend, what we can find it, that what pattern of line it is a linear line, one line. So we haven't even defined here what will be the color. So by default color is blue. Okay, default color is blue. So this is what we can see it, that how the particular structures we can create. So as we can create the particular structures, in this particular structures what we have implementations of the graph, and we can see that how this particular graph will going to work. Okay, how this particular graph will going to work. As we find it, that how this particular graph will going to work, this particular pattern of graph what is there, and what we are having it here, we can find it that each of these particular structures or each of this particular frame of the graph will going to make a sense and make this particular thing to be implementable in this area of a graphical plot. Okay, so this is the graphical plotting that has been done, and based on this particular graphical plotting, what we can find it that we have constructed one structures, and this is the output of that particular structures. Okay, so let's see the next program what is there. So dear student, now see the next program. So what you can find in this next program, input the outer module that we are using. Okay, we are importing the outer modules. What are the modules that we are using? Matplotlib. Matplotlib has been called here. Import matplotlib as .plt. Okay, pyplot as plt. That means what we are calling here matplotlib. Under the matplotlib we are calling here the pyplot, and under this particular pyplot what we are structuring here, we are making this particular form as plt. Okay, then next what we have said, that import numpy as np. So as we find that import numpy as np, that means numpy has been called here as an np. So after that, what you can see, that x equals to np dot array. What is the array? Range 100. Range 100 means what? You know, as we say, declare the range. Range means what? It will go from 0 to 99. Okay, it will go from 0 to 99. So as it will go from 0 to 99, then we can find one equation for y has been given, y equals to x into 2. This the equation has been implemented here. So you can see by the side of each of the lines I have given the remark. Okay, remark has been given. What? This way also you can implement the remark. Why it has been given? Starting of each of the particular part, the remark is also been created a plot. Creating a plot is what? Plt dot plot x comma y level equals to what? Within in inverted comma x equals to x into 2. So this is what one particular plotting has been done. Next you see the next plotting that it has been done. Add title. What the title? That plt dot title. What title? Plot of x equals to x caret 2. Caret means what? Caret means square. Okay, that means this means x equals to y square. Okay, y square. So caret means square. Now what we have that see here, PLT X level is X axis, Y level is Y axis. Then what has been given, PLT dot grid. Now what will be the grid? Now grid size, you can see here that we have a different range from 0.1 to 0.9, isn't it? So here it has been given at alpha 0.4. It will be declared like this, and line style is what, 1 dash. Okay, and then what it has been given to add a legend, PLT dot legend. So legend will come and PLT dot show. So in this particular area, in this particular graph, what it has been done here, at first it has been calculated that there is some modules that we will going to incorporate, or header files, or you can say the particular program files what is there that we are bringing it. So what is the name of those files? The name of the file is said as modules. Okay, so how we will bring it? In C we bring it like hash include. So here we bring it with an import. Okay, we bring it as import. Import what? Import matplotlib. Import matplotlib dot pyplot as PLT. Okay, dot pyplot as PLT, and import numpy as NP. So two things has been imported here. One is matplotlib, one is numpy, and under matplotlib another module has been imported, that is known as a pyplot. Clear? So that means all total what we can take the main and sub, there are three modules has been imported, and when we import those three modules, what we find it, then here it has been given that X equals to np dot array. Array what? Range 100. So range 100 means what? From 0 to 100 it will going to run, and it will going to extract the value from 0 to 100. So as it will extracting the value from 0 to 100, now what will be the value of y then? Value of y, it has been said that value of y will be x equals to into 2. Into 2 means power. Okay, into 2 means power. That means the power has been given here. So how we are plotting it here? PLT dot plot x comma y level equals to, level also been given, y equals to y into 2. So here the title has been given, PLT dot title, PLT of x equals to y caret 2. Y caret 2 means square. Okay, so PLT dot x level, what we can find that x axis will going to come, and PLT dot y level means y axis will going to come. Okay, so what is the name has been given? You can do the naming of your own also as per your requirement. You can make the naming as per the graph that has been given you. Based on that you can name it. So these are the basic thing that you have to know when you design any particular pattern of graph, when you design one implementation of the graph. So as you are implementing the graph, as you are designing the graph, what you can find it here, that you are designing here the different types of graph, and those the different pattern of graphs are being utilized here. Okay, different pattern of graph has been working here. So when we are working with this graph, we can find it that what we are making it out. Okay, so as we are making this particular structure, you can find here that we have used a grid. So as we have used the grid, gridding means what? We find it that there are the different type of gridding is there that we can do, as I have said you, from where? From 0.1 to 0.9. This is because if you give more, then it will become much more bigger, and it will not be looked nice. So we find it. So this is the part, or this is the session that we can see that we are having the graph, and we are making the graph in this area. Okay, so as you are making the graph in this area, this the particular graph what is there, all this particular graph we will going to have the graph, and we are going to construct this particular graph. Okay, we are constructing that graph, and we are making those graph, and as we are making the graph, we can make this particular structures, we can make this particular form, and using that form what we have a different type of implementation. That means those the line spacing has been given here. As we are giving the line spacing, then what has been called here? Legend. Okay, legend has been called here. The based on this particular legend, what we can find it, that it will going to design a particular plotting of the graph, and it will make a graph. That means all total what we have a particular range. Based on that particular range, we are designing a graph, and as we are designing the graph based on the range, we can have the different pattern of the graphical form, and the graphical form will be implemented here. Now let us see what we will going to have the output from here in this particular program. Let us see the output. So dear student, now see the particular graph. Okay, how the graph has been designed. In this particular graph, what we can find it, as the values has been given here, based on this value, see here 0 to 100, the range it has given, but it has calculated up to 99. See the point, it has stopped here. Okay, so it has stopped in this 99. This the particular point is of 99. So here it has stopped in the 99 point, and there you can find based on this particular valuations what it has done, those the value of y-axis has been calculated. So x-axis and y-axis, those the values have been calculated, and there the naming has been given. And see here what is the point has been given, 0.4. so 0.4, that is the width has been came, and see the grid at the background. Okay, so this is the grid at the background. Based on this particular grid, what you can see it, the particular structures has been constructed. Okay, so this is the particular structures what has been constructed based on the grid what is there, and how we can make the particular structures to be implementable. Clear? So let us see the another program what is there in this particular program. Now see here in this particular program what we have import the matplotlib, that means those the two importing has been done, matplotlib.pyplot as plt and numpy as np. Now numpy as np that has been done here with this particular area that we can find here. We are going to construct the structure. Okay, we will going to construct the structure. Now in this particular program what you can see, what you can find it here, that I have imported here matplotlib and numpy. Okay, those two things has been imported, and under matplotlib pyplot has been imported. So what we have created here, that x equals to np dot array range is 10. Okay, y equals to x into 2, that means power of 2. So that way it has been calculated. Now see here that plt.plot what, x comma y, level is what, y, that leveling has been done, x into 2. Now here you see plt.plot x comma 1 by 2 into y. Okay, plus 7. Level is what, this is the thing, y equals to 1 by 2 into x into 2 plus 7. That means this is the thing what the plotting has been done. Then the next plotting what you see, that x comma y, so y plus 3, level is what, y equals to y into 2 plus 3. So y minus 5, next plotting is what, y minus 5, that means y equals to x into 2 minus 5. And next plotting is what, for each value of x, what, y minus 3, that means y equals to y x into 2 minus 3. So this is what we can say, that the particular thing is there. Now here you see one thing, I didn't define any color here. Now what will be the color, as the name I have given here, the name is a colorful chart. Okay, so what we can find here, there is an x level and y level is there, and the gridding has been done. Gridding is alpha 0.6, previously you have seen 0.4, now we have seen 0.6, and line style is that dash. Okay, that means your opacity is 6, that means visibility. Okay, opacity means visibility will be 6, so this is 0.6. So based on this what you can find, the particular structures has been constructed. Okay, so this is how you can see it, that as you are constructing this particular structure, in this particular structure what you are having, different type of equations that has been implemented. So in this different pattern of equations what has been implemented, we can find it that we will going to have those different type of equations, and we are making out those different form of equations that we are implementing here. Okay, so as we are implementing here, this the different form of equations that we are having here, it will going to show us the different type of graphical form with a different coloring phase. Now let us see why it will do and how it will do. Let us open the output, and from the output we have the explanation then. Now see this graph, see this particular output of the graph. What you can see here, you can see here that there are the different pattern of graph line has been drawn with a color. So why these colors are there? Because by default we know there are the two colors are there. One is that blue color, this particular blue color, and another is a light green color. Okay, the green color is there. So except that particular thing, what we can find it, the other color by default, other color came, it takes the other color. What are the other color it has taken? You see that light blue, then magenta color, then this violet color. So all this color has been taken by it. By default Python has given those colors because to mark the different lines. Okay, so those are the different lines are there, and based on it you see the x-axis, those are the values 0 to 9, and based on the x-axis values the number will going to change. You see the background 0.6 means what, little bit more prominent than the previous one, and this is the how you can find out the particular thing will going to work. Okay, this is the thing how you can find out the particular thing will going to work, and we can have the output in this particular way. Okay, so this is how the graph has been drawn, and here you can see in the graph there is a legend has been created, and in the legend the different value for each of the case has been shown, and we have plotted it. Okay, so thank you student. Today I am ending my today's session here. Thank you all.